We have just had the worst FPL game week ever. The most unlucky game week to ever exist. More unlucky than being at the back of a human centipede. Not only have we had teams outscored, an entire team outscored by single players, but we've also had teams outscored by single players like Harry Maguire, and also we even have some teams that after the hits actually have a net score of minus points. So we're going to do what every adult should do in any traumatic experience and just reflect and have a laugh about it. So that's what we're going to do here. So we start with this team, 19 points. You're like, you know what? 19 points. In any other week, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a terrible week. This is the highest scoring team we're going to see right here. And it literally has 19 times more points than some other teams. I bet you can't guess how many some teams scored. So, I mean, look at the players as well. Sanchez, one of the best cheap goalkeepers, right? Cash, 0-pointer, went off before 60. Haaland, captain. Man City wins 6-1. And Haaland not only doesn't get anything, but gets injured at halftime with a 1-pointer. Now that is our first unlucky. And we move over to the next team, 14 points. Oh, mate, calm down, right? Save some punani for the rest of us, right? Because you have literally stole it all here. We're not a single return in the entire team. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Sound like a DJ testing the mic. 2, 1, 2, 2, blank. And just to top it off, Udogie, you dodgy player, minus 4 points because not only did he get the red card, but then they went and conceded 4, and he didn't make it to the 60 minutes either. A minus 4 points for you. Another captain blank. All of the no points. All of the blanks. And like Thomas a Frank Engine. Oh, what original name. I've never seen that before. This one is actually probably worse than a lot of the other ones. Because not only has he got all the blanks again, not a single return, he's got more own goals than goals and assists and clean sheets. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any own goals. I mean, more red cards than goals, assists, clean sheets. But he just wild carded. He could have made any team. Any team. Budget literally. No one cares about money right now. We can afford all of the players. And he's crafted this amazing team, which scored 13 points. Well, you know what they say about 13. It's unlucky for some. Now, that is pretty damn unlucky. I mean, there's some gems in here. Douglas Luiz be doing amazing. Simicast, cheap to start and defender for Liverpool. Get him in. Never mind, get him out. All of them blanked. Like, I still can't believe it. When Haaland went off injured, all the Salah captainers, Darwin captainers were like, oh yeah, see, we got the best captain. No. Like, how the frick has this happened? We got another 13-point team. I thought I'd chuck this in for a little spice, you know. He's got some other different players. You know, sometimes when the big template teams do bad, the people who actually have different teams, the Lenos, the Romeros, that's about it for this team. The Soufals, you know, they actually get the points in and then at least make it somewhat good. Here, no. The only thing good about this is that you don't like FPL anymore, you delete it, and you never have to worry about it and go through this emotional rollercoaster ever again. To be honest, if this turns you off FPL, I think that's actually a win in the end. That's all I'm saying. But also, look at the bench. This is also the worst part. You're like, you know what, I'm happy with my wildcard team, I'm getting players to score points. All of the points on the bench. Cole Palmer has almost outscored his entire starting team. And then he's also got Lascelles with a 9-pointer. He's also got Cabora against Liverpool, getting 8 points, almost double his team. What? Absolutely crazy. And now we actually approach the single digits. That's right. Imagine saying that serious FPL teams could ever score a single digit in a week. In a week that Man City won 6-1. Liverpool were versing Luton. How has this happened? I seriously still can't believe it. This gee's got burned by Burn. Call with a big fat 0. And again, look at that bench. Mbuemo. More like, no. 5-point there. Archer. He's a bit of an archer right there. Shot himself in the head because 9 points on a bench. Never getting them. And even a Kanji with the flukiest goal ever, he literally stood there and almost blocked Doku's shot, but actually managed to deflect it in. So he scored with his bloody ass cheek, and he's almost got more points than your entire FPL team. Let that sink in. Again, with the Salah captain, I mean, Haaland, Alvarez. I mean, this team on another game week, even on like another single game week, could go and score 100 points. 11 points. 11! Are you mad? I bet you is mad. I think that deserves another. Unlucky! Moving on to 10 points. Oh, we're getting closer to the single digits. We're getting closer. Again, a very sexy team, right? He's got all the big boy players getting all the big boy points. And the only thing he's got here is a big boy fat wet willy in the ear. A slap across the face. A slap on the bottom. And I bet you he's not an happy chappy. 9 points. Oh, we're getting worse and worse. This one does have some players. I'm like, you got James Trafford in goals. Do you want points, mate? But this is worse because he used his triple captain. Triple captain and having players like Alvarez, Salah, Saka, Cash. That's about all the good players. And he managed to not even get 10 points. Most people would still be unhappy with 10 points from their triple captain. Never mind 10 points, less than 10 points from your entire team in a week that you have triple captained. What? I mean, some people went into the last game of the game week, the Spurs vs Chelsea. I mean, what a game, right? I felt like I was bloody sniffing a line of coke every bloody 10 seconds. But some people going into that game with an okay score, a green arrow almost. And then players like this geese, who have had double defense, have got doubly screwed over, with Udogie and Romero getting combined -8 points. Imagine going into the last game of the week, you're like, you know what, I got 2 players left, all I need is 1 point to get a green arrow. -8 points. Boy, what the heck? I still can't believe, like, the only good thing about having such a bad week is that everybody is having a bad week, right? Apart from those one random geese on bloody Twitter. He's like, oh, I've only got 50 points this week. Is that any good? Haha. That one random person who bloody triple captain Doku. I'll bloody triple captain you with my fist now. 1, 2, 3. Get away from me. I don't want to see you do that. But what we do want to see is people like this. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, he's got more flags than a bloody Olympic ceremony, like. But he's got like nobody on the bench. All 0 pointer. Oh wait, no, that's even worse. Onana, wait, what's his name? The worst goalkeeper in the world, has outscored his entire team. Onana, a goalkeeper that bloody can't even defend. He bloody might like my pro club's goalkeeper. He just can't even do anything. Outscores an entire FPL team. That has a Haaland, that has a Darwin, that has a Salah, that has a Son, that has an Odegaard. This is literally a sick team. And I bet this guy is sick to death now with 5 points. 5. Harry Maguire scored 7 points this game week. This guy scored 5. His entire team got outscored by Harry Maguire. Unlucky! That's absolutely mad. That's funny. That's funny. See, this is, you know what? This is better than everybody's getting good points. This is funny, okay? This is where the entertainment's at. Have you guys heard of anti-FPL, where people get in players that don't want to score points? That's the whole goal, is to score the least amount of points. I'm pretty sure all of those teams have outscored everybody this week. And their sole goal is to score the least amount of points. And they still scored more points than you. How does that make you feel? That is funny. We've also got another 5 pointer here. I mean, again, slightly different players, same outcome. All of the ones, all of the zeros, but he looking like binary looking at these scores. Apart from the Spurs defenders, because they got -4. A pair of -4s. The worst pair you could come across ever. And then we have the last team to have a funny giggle and a funny ha-has about. It is this team, which you need to get your magnifying glass out for. 1 point. This FPL team, entire team, scored 1 point. And he captained Haaland, has Alvarez, and has Salah, and he scored 1 point. 1. That's one more reason to jump off a bridge. Like, what? I mean, he's obviously AFK. He's got players in that don't play or haven't played or have been injured for weeks. But they could have been auto subs as well. There was quite a few no-shows. But I bet this guy wishes he was a no-show or signing up for FPL this year. Because even with that team, even with Haaland captain, and he got 1 point. He probably looked at going on the FPL app. He's like, oh, 1 point. Has there only been one game played so far? No. Every game's been played so far. And your entire team has been outscored by like a player that has just made his debut and got 1 point. What? How? But all of that just comes down to one thing that we need to say about this worst game week ever. And that is, unlucky! I like it.
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.